Okay, once again, it's me again, coming live all the way from Coacalco. Okay, very good. Today I'm going to read a story, and you're going to listen, and then you're going to make a video with your pronunciation. So pay close attention, please. A housemaid's diary. Amelia Slater, age 13, worked in the country house in England at the beginning of the 20th century. This entry from her diary, she described a few typical days as a servant in the house of the Lord and the Lady Botson. Life in the early 19th was very different from the way it is today. It was legal for children as a young 9 to go to work, and many children never went to school at all. January 20th, 1908. Dear Diary, my day started at 5:30 this morning. I jumped out of bed and raced down the stairs to see if Emma had lit the range and boiled the water for the tea. Our boss, Miss Max, the housekeeper, likes her tea and toast at 6 o'clock. So the first thing I have to do is make her breakfast. Lucky her. The rest of us have to wait until 8 o'clock for breakfast. Next, I gathered the broom and the dustpan, and I began to clean the duties. After a while, I heard another servant, Emma, Betty, Lily, and Haiti, having breakfast. I wanted to join them, but I still had some dusting to do, so I had to hurry and finish the job. I had assigned the task of dusting her ladyship beautiful vase. I was hurrying so much that one slipped out of my hand and smashed into 1,000 pieces on the floor. I was so upset. It was difficult for me to do my work well this afternoon and evening, and I'm terrified that I'll be dismissed. January 21st, 1908. Dear Derry, early this morning I told Miss Max that the base had been broken, and I confessed that I'd done it. Mrs. Max looked rather angry at first, but then she said, accidents happen, but be more careful next time. I'm so happy she's keeping my job. After breakfast, Mrs. Max told me to help Haiti and Lily with laundry. I love this task. This soup smells wonderful, and the steam from the big copper cauldrons full of boiling water keeps us warm. When the laundry was finished, we joined the other servants in the dining hall for lunch. It was beef stew. Again, the meat was grisly, and at least the carrots were fresh. January 22, 1908. Dear Derry, my morning was very busy as usual. In the afternoon, Betty, who attended his lord and the ladyship daughter, asked me to help her put out the ladies' riding clothes. They were going to ride their horses in the lake. When the ladies came back from the riding, they went upstairs for tea and in down drawing room. After they finished, the tea tray were brought down from and some scones were left over. Rosie, the cook, gave one each Haiti, Lily, and me. We ate them quickly before Miss Maggie saw us. Miss Maggie wouldn't approve. She's very strict. We had cabbage soup and for dinner. I usually love cabbage soup, but last my up I lost my appetite from worrying about his lordship. It's hard to it's hard work here every day, and I always worry that his lordship is going to blame me for something. Maybe that sounds silly, but it's the way I feel. I think it's because I still can't stop thinking about breaking the vase. At 7 o'clock, gong was struck. Then that means the ladies were going to dress for dinner. I waited in the pathway outside their bedroom. If one of the ladies needed something, a comb, a ribbon, or a pin, it was my job to get it. January 23rd, 1908. Dear Derry, after a busy morning and afternoon, the evening brought no rest. I usually get time off while dinner is being served, but today Miss Max said I was needed. The kitchen gets frantic during dinner, and it's a bad idea to get the butler's way. At 9:30, Haiti, Lily, and I washed all the dishes, all the knives and forks and spoons, all the pots. Then we washed the kitchen floor around 11. We could go to bed at last. Just as I was going upstairs, Lordship appeared. My heart almost stopped. I felt so frightened that it was going to tell me off about the base, but he smiled kindly and said, good night, Amelia. I like this Lordship. Okay, that'll be it, and then you will have to answer on page 122. I hope to see your video soon. Have a